Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 29. United in love for the one. Collective meditation with Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. As a soul, I think of my eternal qualities, virtues. Soul has all the virtues. Virtues are definitely connected with purity. When there is complete purity, there are all virtues. In soul consciousness, all the virtues emerge. I am a peaceful soul. I am a loveful soul. I am a knowledgeful soul. So when I descend in golden age as a deity, all eternal qualities are me as divine virtues. There is harmony. We use the language of eyes. We speak to each other, communicate through the power of pure thoughts. We understand the pure feelings of each other. We share happiness in all relationships. There is a lot of joy. Even the elements, the nature is according to our virtues. Breeze or air has beautiful fragrance from the flowers and the fruits. The light of sun and moon brings whatever is required. in my body. Everything is in harmony. It is at confluence stage that I become a senseful, not go in the details, but have power to wind up. So that I increase the power and the capacity to understand, to communicate through our thoughts and feelings. Baba wants us to do this course and increase the power, capacity in a subtle way. So now I concentrate and in solitude, absorb, understand, and live the life of all the virtues. Om Shanti.
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बेहद के मात पिता चारों ओर की विशेष बच्चों को देख रहे थे। क्या विशेषता देखी? कौन से बच्चे अकुट ज्ञानी, अटल स्वराज्य अधिकारी, अखंड निर्विघ्न, अखंड योगी, अखंड महादानी, ऐसी विशेष आत्माएं कोटों में कोई बने हुए ज्ञानी योगी महादानी सभी बने, लेकिन अखंड कोई कोई बने, जो अकुट, अटल और अखंड है, वही विजय माला की विजयी मन की बाप दादा ने संगम युग पर सभी बच्चों को अटल अखंड भव का वरदान दिया, लेकिन वरदान को जीवन में सदा धारण करने में नंबरवार बन गए।
आप दृष्टि यूं ही देते रहो बाबा, आप दृष्टि यूं ही देते रहो बाबा, सुख सागर में गहरे उतर जाऊं।
Om Shanti. Love for solitude and practice concentration. I, the soul, am an embodiment of virtues. Practice of yoga. I, the soul, am combined with Bap Dada. Colorful rays of all virtues and powers are coming from Baba and falling on I, the soul. I, the soul, become an embodiment of virtues, the same as the Father, and am donating virtues to everyone. Thoughts. How can I donate virtues in Brahmin life? Avyakt signal. Now, according to the time, imbibe the power to pack up your thoughts. Continue to pack the baggage of the expansion of your thoughts, and you will then be able to understand the thoughts of others. You will be able to understand the feelings of someone's mind with the signal of the eyes. When you come in front of Bap Dada, even without you telling Baba anything, he is able to know the thoughts and feelings in your mind. In the same way, you children also have to study this final course. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 29. Love for solitude and practice concentration. Today's topic, I the soul am an embodiment of virtues. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and then today we'll have a Vikti Parivar chit chat with Didi and Eric Bhai.
Om Shanti, everyone. It feels so good to think that I have all the virtues. Yeah, feels good, isn't it? Only what we have to do is to become full. Every one of us have love, we have peace, we have purity, we have patience, all the qualities. It's so interesting to know tiny point, light and might, with all the virtues. And then when we start playing our part in Golden Age, because we descend from our home to Golden Age, we have all the divine virtues and very, very beautiful relationship with each other, relationship with the matter. So at confluence age, what we have to do, how do we accumulate or increase the percentage? If I need, I find I'm not really 100% patient in all situations, so I have to pay attention and increase my patience. Whether it is facing a situation, responding to a person, as much I use patience, what will happen? Using of virtues. That's where I will become the embodiment, the sanskars. Now, because still from copper age, iron age, some body conscious sanskars, which we have acquired, they're not our sanskars. They are not innate sanskars, they are acquired. Whatever karmas we did, we went through different situations. So we acquired some sanskars. So sometimes if we start operating, which does happen once in a while, our sanskars emerge. So that we have to be careful, because when they emerge, you do actions, that means they become stronger. It's not that it finished. You know, sometimes somebody said, oh, I got angry, it's all right now. Finished, sanskar didn't finish. Sanskar will emerge because still there. So we internally have to have attention, observe. Now sanskar is emerging. Even when we use certain words or speak to each other with love, with respect, sweetly, and possible if it's divine, right? What are we becoming? So becoming the embodiment of all virtues, we have to use them. And as much virtues we use, so those virtues then become sanskar. Our dadis had so much, every kind of tolerance. You will be surprised when I came to Baba. There was so much deformation in the main city of Delhi. Every wall, it was written, save yourself from the fraud of Brahma Kumaris. They still used to walk around. They never felt that they are being defamed. Here, if one person says one thing, until I prove that that is wrong, we feel like our energy is not very peaceful. And for dadis, because all the karma accounts get settled if you don't react. Not only that, but Dadi Prakashmani used to say, these are the timings when we come to know if my all powers are working or not. How will you know that you have all the virtues? That I am able to use all the powers. Because virtues are also the power of the soul. That means I notice that whenever you interact with someone, you have to, I'm talking to a soul now. That means I have to create some soul conscious virtue or feelings. So then whatever is the response of that person, whatever way, will not attack me. Not only that, but then I will be able to reply in such spiritual way that it can make other soul also very calm. And honestly, there was a time we used to believe if someone says something, it doesn't really wear it. It's not a beating, right? It's not somebody's physically beating, word through words, but we get very hurt. So what was hurting? They always used to say, "Kahan laga?" Where did it hit you? Nowhere, right? But somewhere deeply, lack of self-respect or tolerance, whatever we have to look into, that armor was not there of tolerance, so it definitely hurts. But then also, let's say if we find our finger got cut, what we do? Immediately use the band-aid or something, immediately. But if we leave the wound open, then anything what touches it, whether salt or something, or it will hurt, it will hurt. So one is you are hit, other is you feel hurt, but you allow that hurt to continue in you. So immediately heal yourself. Don't keep it for long. And that is why Baba just says, just have good wishes for the soul. Just have spiritual love for at least I am healed inside. And I'm sure that my healing will heal other person also. Because one who listens is heard, but to one who speaks also is heard. That means some kind of won't feel good about it, and some negativity could emerge. So there is always, so one start feeling lot of mercy and start giving power to the soul, that let soul also change, bring transformation. Why I will sit with my sorrow? No? It's only when you are healed that you start having all these thoughts for other soul who had been the instrument. And I remember that last day of Baba's Murli, those who defame you are your friends. And time will come, Baba used to say, they themselves will realize all that. So we have to see what will be our last test, Some are present tests, some will be in future. Like today, Baba is saying to take the course. He's talking of course, where you understand, where you wind up your thoughts, pack up your thoughts, so that you can understand the thoughts, the feelings, communicate through the eyes. Because we don't need to talk too much, Where I can manage with 2 words, I don't need to say 10, right? Because it takes a lot of power, a lot of energy away. These days, even for giving knowledge, Baba is saying, people don't want to hear too much. More through silence, in a subtle way, with feelings, through drishti, give more. So both ways, whether in interaction or while giving knowledge, try inner powers, more silence. So we need to practice, as I said, for my personal life and also relationship, and also third is service. I know, like I am talking now about virtues and soul, I feel so silent inside. I don't have too many thoughts. Because I want to be in that experience when I talk so that others can have same experience. But if I am talking, how will they have others to have experience? So I have to be in that stage. So Baba calling it as a course. And if I am in that stage, then other one will also experience that. Right? So now new course has to begin according to Baba. And that is use all the virtues so that I become the embodiment of virtues, all the virtues. Some could say, I have this quality, but I don't have this one. Or this I have more, this is less. No, I have to be complete. Every quality, 100%, every virtue. So that's what we all have to do it now. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Journey, Avekti Parivar Chit Chat, exploring together the depths of Baba's wisdom. Welcome, dear angel, Brother Eric.
Om Shanti, everyone. Lots of love. And yes, special extra love and greetings, dear Mohini Didi and the whole Avyakti Parivar team. According to drama, this is going to be our last chit-chat in January about this beautiful month, Avyakt month, the month of power of love. And Mohini Didi, I hope you're okay if I go back again into your memories for another last little chit-chat. And I know you must enjoy also going back in time. And I think we cannot imagine, those of us who haven't met Brahma Baba physically in this birth, I think we cannot even imagine what it was like. You were remembering your early days when there was so much defamation around how it was for the daddies and for you and for Brahma Baba to stay strong and stable. And so we're in such a different time now. So Nice meeting you, Mohini Didi. Always happy to. I think I am the jasmine. I am the jasmine flower blooming whenever you come. So thank you for making me bloom. I don't think I look as shining when I'm not chatting with you in the evening. Maybe I am, but I'm extra shine when I'm with you. So thank you for making me bloom like a jasmine. And yes, I was wondering if we can continue our journey in your mind, in your heart. I really appreciate, what we've been discussing the past weeks. This whole new discovery of Brahmapuri, Vishnupuri, Shankarpuri. Your trance experiences really initially almost before, meeting Babdada in the Sattva region, your encounter with Brahma Baba in the Sattva region, or Vyakt Brahma in the Sattva region, your trance messages now. It's such an amazing, I think you should write a book. It's such a beautiful collection of memories. So I was wondering if our chit-chat tonight could be about how you managed in your encounter with Brahma Baba and all your experiences to appreciate the combination of Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. And if you remember, you mentioned that one thing I really, really liked that you shared was how God was human when you met him. He made himself human, and that was best for you, because if he came as God, maybe it will have been too different. And then I ask you, so when we become Bapsaman, or when we become when Baba says, you have to become like me, similar to me. And I ask you, do you have to become like his human form or his divine form? So you told me both. But I'm still feeling there must be, I know it's a long question now, but to me, you are of the last generation of those who really met Brahma Baba enough to meet him and know him. And I feel like, what else can we appreciate of Brahma Baba that allows us to follow him as a human, but also follow Shiv Baba as God? So I was wondering if we can chit-chat about it and how you processed your relationship with Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba over time when you were meeting Brahma Baba, going to trance. Did you have to do any work to really understand and figure out who is who and who am I going to remember and how am I going to remember him?
I always think of God or Baba, Shiv Baba, as light and might, because his light and his power, right? When I was not in knowledge, I used to worship Sri Krishna. When I connected with the light, the flame which we used to have for our worshipping, it's a long story. But my relationship, even before coming to knowledge with God, was that His power, His love, His truth. So I could take any quality of Him and just connect with Him in that quality. So I think that this connection, this relationship, that when Baba came awake, Baba, the first time, there was, through the eyes, recognition was instantly there. Oh, Baba has come. So I think in the soul, there is this love and recognition for God. For Shiv Baba is there. It's very natural. Right? A lot of people get confused when Shiv Baba comes in Brahma Baba. And also Vyakt Baba. I remember some start saying when Dadi Gulzar was not well, and then, her voice and all that. Many were saying, Shiv Baba, do think of Vyakt Baba, that it still comes. So that little confusion people have. But Shiv Baba is Shiv Baba, right? in the sense of God is God. But when he manifests, in the sense of he talks about himself through Brahma Baba, gives his introduction and talks about the inheritance, talks about the heirs. And that takes time for people to understand. But that means what I am as a soul is really like Shiv Baba. That's how I related from very beginning, that I am your child. So as a child, my features, nature resembles you. You are incorporeal, I am also incorporeal. You have all the virtues. I also today is so beautiful. I also have eternally all the virtues in me. Only main difference is because Shiv Baba doesn't come in the cycle of birth, rebirth. So one of his important title is ever, because he doesn't go through the changes. For us, because we go through the cycle, so we begin with that full power, full virtues, and then gradually from 16 degrees, 1%, it's like our degrees keep reducing and what we have become today. But as soon as realization of the self comes, you start seeing yourself that full being, full being in the sense of all the power, all the virtues and everything. So that if that is understood and we keep that in our awareness, it takes a second to really connect with Shiva. But sometimes we think connect is, now I should feel through intellect, but actually we are connected. So many times Baba said, you forget me, but I don't forget you. And same is actually with us too. I don't think we forget, but we don't forget. That means if I have to remember, it takes a second. Now somewhere our mind and intellect gets very engaged and very much busy, or sometimes also it could be as lack of that faith, lack of that understanding. And that is all on the spiritual journey. We can regain again and become that. So I found with me relationship with Shiv Baba is eternal. Even we say there won't be God in golden age, but in some way his presence will be in us, because we are becoming like him. Now Brahma Baba actually effort was to understand what Shiv Baba is saying. And based on that understanding, and sometimes it's just Shiv Baba is talking through Brahma Baba. But he had to keep that image also that God is speaking through me. And so his personality, his way of interacting with us, it was very godly, it was very divine. It was never Lokik, in the sense of even it was human being. But what kind of human being, right? Human beings are so many, right? But his human life was godly. In the beginning, when you all came, we used to say godly family. Now we only say family, right? Or spiritual family. But we don't use word godly, but in the beginning, godly family, divine brothers and sisters. We never said brothers and sisters. We somewhere dropped word divine and godly. Maybe because we are naturally godly, divine, both ways. But very powerful words. So human, godly human in a way. Because even When I think of generosity, which is within the whole organization now, is the quality of God. Merciful is the quality of God. Everything in our systems manifests God's qualities. And even now, when you see so many kanyas surrender, and they put garland around Shivling. This is a new thing I've seen, that getting married to Shiva. I'm just giving example that now there must be that presence of God that they still surrendering. What are they seeing the future of their life? On whom they are depending, that they're surrendering, not their instruments, right? It's Shiva Baba. So sometimes I feel that how he's incognito, but how much he's present to sustain us. When these young ones come, or even, you heard our president, she was mentioning recently in a talk, I think it was in Madhuban, Baba has put me there, and I know, I'm sure Baba will help me to do what I am supposed to be doing. Like still she feels she doesn't know why she is there, why she was elected or to be president. And she feels it's Baba who has put her, and it's Baba who will help her to do what she needs to do. So just think that how much eternal that presence of God in everyone's life is. And of course, when it comes to teaching, because we know that God, Shiv Baba is ocean of knowledge. And then he speaks through Brahma Baba. And Brahma Baba calls himself the memorial of that diamond harbor of Calcutta, where the main river and the ocean, they merge. And when Baba described it, I just feel that's true, because Brahmaputra, Brahma is the sun, Brahma Putra means son, is the name of the river and the ocean. So how Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba gave us the knowledge, and still, see, when it is eternal truth, when you listen to it, every time you will understand differently, because it's real, it's applying to you. So you will understand different. Some, those who are not, they feel, oh, it's same, I am listening. They're not listening properly, because to me, I am touched every day in a different way from Sakar Murlis also, even if it's same Murli. So I think we have to start understanding God in more soul conscious way. When I say soul conscious way, our intellect, not in a ordinary way. So many, many God's qualities are visible in each one of us. Each one of us. Even when I think when you are working, people look at you. You try to, okay, you have to work, so you try to be logic. But they could see very clearly that you are a different person. Your eyes, your face, your way you respect them, way you talk to them. It's divine, right? It's, we can say spiritual, but all this is from Shiv Baba, right? So I don't know how to describe it. For me, whenever I describe about God, I feel very much like, we need to understand, we need to recognize how he is, and how until now, he hasn't left us, in the sense of we are being sustained, we get toli, we still get everything in yagya, and all those who are coming to Baba's home, let's say when they come in class, they don't come because of you, right? They come because their love for Shiv Baba, their love for Shiv Baba's knowledge and teachings. And even at the center, the atmosphere of love and peace is Baba's presence. No? This is what God is, and this is what our places are. This is what we all are. So I really always feel being with Baba, Baba with all of us all the time. Some I like when it's in the Murli Baba said, some say we don't feel the love of God because of the waves of sorrow. Somewhere something you expected didn't happen, or whatever little sorrow is there. And as much you become detached, you will be loved by, you will feel that I'm being loved by God. It's so interesting, and it's true, right? It could be any hurt, it could be whatever way, something, some waves of sorrow are there. Today's Murli was really eye-opening for many things. Right?
It's so beautiful. When you started speaking, you mentioned how for you, God is always light and might. But I feel as if asking you the question just pressed the button, light and might, and whatever you shared for the last 10 minutes, I think we should put it with music and a meditation commentary. And it will be an experience of God, which is so beautiful. And thank you. It's really, sometimes we say the words are limited, but I find in your case, the way you put words together, it becomes unlimited. A few words are limited, but the words together become unlimited. I really appreciate what you just shared. And I think it draws, I'm sure many must feel the same thing. It is drawing us to that ocean of love. I feel I'm in Diamond Harbor right now, meeting Baba. But one thing I just want to last maybe comment on before we go to February. In Brahma Baba today also, and you mentioned a lot about virtues and having all the qualities, all the virtues. What would you say would make Brahma Baba a little bit different, even from the daddies, in terms of expressing all the virtues? If I remember the daddies, I mean, our heart is, big with the daddies and they're incredible. Do you feel there was still something with Brahma Baba, an extra shine, an extra something that made him so unique that you'd say, yes, daddies are amazing, but Brahma Baba had that little extra glow? What would it be?
Yeah, definitely, because very divine, very spiritual, very subtle. You could just see most beautiful, in the sense of Brahma Baba looked so divine, so pure, and it's just like even when you are near him, it's just like fragrance. You could just feel so much purity that, I'm talking and my eyes are very moist, but even my body is feeling that again of when I was with him and spend whatever little time we used to get. Plus his nature in the sense of always love positive things, entertaining, joyful things. And there was a time that people start taking their, like when we start coming in Gyan. So my Lokik family, we all went to meet Baba. But as soon as you talked about any problem or anything, he will cough. As soon as Didi used to say, tell us, we can help you, but don't go in front of Baba. That means he became so subtle, so pure, that any thought which is not, which is negative, any word will create reaction in his body. So after that, the time came, we said, tell us whatever you have to tell. But when you go in front of Baba, just take the Didi-Stay, take power of silence, take blessing from Baba. Don't go and, and so there was a lot difference. As Baba also says that Baba being master ocean of love. And that is where the rivers, right? So one time I think Baba said, or one of the class, the rivers are rivers and ocean is ocean. So Brahma Baba was combination of ocean and Master Ocean, right? But then he was Master Ocean, very unlimited, very, his rays, his Sakash, it's not only Shiv Baba, even his reached everyone instantly touched. He will do things which touches, really melts your heart. I had shared this story that I was very young, but at that age I had one surgery. So Baba sent All-Rounder's mother, no, Gulzar Dadi's mother, All-Rounder, and she came. And then, those Dadi never carried big purses like our sisters do these days. So she came, and then after a little while, she took out something from her bag. And this was like a little cloth bag, which had some money. Baba said, you use this for paying the bills. I said, no, wherever I am, they will know Baba wants that. Right? And then when surgery was over, one brother came, traveled from 24 hours, and brought few oranges. Baba said, squeeze these oranges and give her. Don't you think it will melt your heart? That from there, now his love, if I tell you stories, you might start thinking, but I am not being done. I don't get that kind of, but it was unlimited and limited. As I said, human. But then his love, if he doesn't express his love by cooperation or support, and of course, juice were taken. And when I first had to drink, they said, Baba has said. And of course, in India, the fruit is very sweet, not like here. Very sour, very sour. Everything is sour. I don't know, even when I think now, I say nobody would do that. Even your family will not think to send 6 oranges all the way from Mount Abu. But then also same was with us. Anything we got, we first thought, can we get it to Baba? Can we send it to Baba? Can we? Until now, our heart is for the yagya. This time I went, anytime I go, what yagya needs, because it was yagya who is supporting us in all different ways, right? So I don't know what more to say, but yes,
there's
God
more. I'm sure there's much more to say, but we'll come back. As we say, time's up now. But thank you so much. All the last few weeks, I mean, the quality of the ways you shared your memories and your experiences, I think for me really melted I was almost emotional. And a few minutes ago, I'll look at the next orange I receive and I will believe it's from Baba. And I feel so touched, by what you shared. So I think you are becoming the same, you are really, without knowing, I think you are just becoming the same. When I had my surgery, you sent, Sister Judy came and drove all the way from New York just to bring your blessing and hers and her love. And she came, make sure I was all right, and went back. I will never, ever forget that. So in a way, I think you also are, Bab Saman in a beautiful way. So thank you for...
I was thinking today also, I met few people, and because I am here, Harmony Houses, so I was thinking that maybe whenever I go, I need to meet people. And little things, it really makes them feel so much belonging. And I think they could really feel God in the sense of that true love in small gestures, So.
Well, just know, Mohini Didi, that just know how much you're loved as well, and how much we all have so much love for you. And the last few months, few years have been an incredible journey. So thank you so much for the sharing. And Thank you for making me into a blooming flower every time. I'll be now the living jasmine, thanks to
No,
you.
also everyone feels whenever you are here for chat, everyone really loves it. They can feel your fragrance. They can see how blossomed you are. Everyone shares that. So
I think
thank you also.
I'm expressing whatever feels. I'm sure everyone likes it because they recognize the love I feel for you. I think they recognize that love they have for you. So lots of love, Mohini Didi, and thank you. And yeah, we'll meet again very soon. And so happy that we shared this month of January together. It's beautiful. So thank you for making us more Bapsaman every time. Good night. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night.
Well, at the end of this month, for sure, I, the soul, and today in particular and tomorrow, I'm an embodiment of virtues with beautiful oranges and jasmine. So I, the soul, I'm combined with Bamdada, colorful rays of all virtues and powers are coming from Baba and falling on I, the soul. I, the soul, become an embodiment of virtues, the same as the Father. And I am donating virtues to everyone. How can I donate virtues in Brahmin life? Now, according to the time, imbibe the power to pack up your thoughts. Continue to pack the baggage of the expansion of your thoughts, and you will then be able to understand the thoughts of others. You will be able to understand the feelings of someone's mind with the signal of the eyes. When you come in front of Babdada, even without telling Baba anything, he's able to know the thoughts and feelings in your mind. In the same way, you children also have to study this final course. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Didi and Eric Bhai. We felt like we were in another world. Amazing. Thank you so much. And we really look forward for more and more these kind of days that we all are together and really experience everything. Even though it was not in Sakar, but through this sharing, we feel that at present. Thank you so much. All right, so now tomorrow is Monday, and soon we will be entering into a new month of February, and new topic, new series, and of course the season for Madhuban to go. Everyone is going, many of us are going, and we will do it in a very different way. Of course, Avakti Parivar is together, and it will travel together to Madhuban as well. So we will reveal that, what we're doing next. But tomorrow is Monday, and our schedule, Amrit Vela, and then continues with the Bhatti, whole day Bhatti. Evening 5 to 6, we have open session, and that also had been going very, very well. People are really enjoying. And then we have our Hindi series, Meditation with Didi, which is also very highlighted, and also English series. So that's our schedule for tomorrow. And now let's do Remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti. Good night. Om Shanti.